I just read off this thing that it lasts 22 or more years, which means that there's a good chance that if I have a kid one day, he or she will come up to me and I'll be filling with this light bulb and be able to tell my little kid, you know what, I got this before you were born. That's how far our technology has come. Having light bulbs that last almost generations. Sweet Pea Lane here being all cute. Okay, I'm finally going to harvest my grass because it's not perking up as much as I'd like it to. And I've got a big plastic bowl here. I don't know how many ounces it is. So I'm going to harvest it with a pair of school scissors. And I sanitize them with hand sanitizer. Basically put hand sanitizer on a paper towel and wipe them with a paper towel. So they're nice and hygienic for harvesting this food. It's not going to be standing up, so I'm just going to clip away at it and put it all in the bowl. And fill the bowl up with cold water and let that sit in the refrigerator. And that way it'll stiffen up the grass like it would some tired celery or lettuce. Because if you don't know already, if you put leafy greens or celery or whatnot in a bowl of water, put it in the refrigerator so it's really cold, like for a day, it'll stiffen up whatever you put in there, make it more crispy and refreshing. So I'm hoping it'll rehydrate the grass a little bit. And I can see that some of it is actually bending over simply because it's growing a new shoot. Like, the grass comes up and then it bends over to allow another grass blade to come up. My room's going to be smelling of freshly cut grass very quick. I think I may need a bigger bowl. I'm kind of filling this up a little bit. I feel like an African harvesting wheat. The only thing I'm missing is the sickle. There's a lot of yellow. No bueno. But that'll change when it gets a lot more light. The only reason why this is green at the bottom is because it was exposed to the light coming in from the window. This is yellow because it didn't have much light. If I want to, I can just harvest. Actually, that's what I should. I should just harvest the top of these and leave the bottom. That way they can turn green. And then I can harvest two green things. That's what I should have been doing all along. Just harvesting the top of the yellow ones where it's green. And yes, my room does smell like a freshly cut front yard. Well, it looks like a botched up whack job, but at least I got it done. Now watch, all this stuff here will all turn nice and green. So next harvest I just have to, I should probably get these grass blades out of the room before they turn bitter. That's my harvest there. Let me depress it all to make sure it don't fall out of the bowl. Filled up that whole giant bowl. I 100% bet you that this will all turn green in just like hours pretty much. Then I can harvest it when it's a few inches taller. I'll eventually be harvesting that tall stuff right there. I'll get that tall stuff later on when it all turns green. And then just let the whole area grow up evenly. Put some water in this and put it in the fridge. I think what I'm going to do is return the yellow bulbs and get another white bulb, because turning off the white, you can see it's like a calm yellow, but it's not exactly bright enough despite two of the bulbs. I've got 3 bulbs burning and 2 of them are 100 watt equivalent, so like 1600 lumens. But I turn on my white bulb and it appears a lot brighter. So I think what I'm going to do is return the yellow bulbs and the cheap white bulbs and use that money to get a good white bulb, because the good bulb, this thing produces a lot better color quality in the room than these things do. So these were $7 for 2 bulbs. This was $11 for 1 bulb, but the color quality of this one is much better than these ones. So I'd rather spend $22 on good color quality light bulbs that will last me 6 years than to spend $7 on 2 light bulbs that make everything look greenish, like a tint of green. And the difference between this one and these ones are that this one has a ever so slight purple tint to it. So I'm going to return these ones, and I think the yellow ones too, and use, that'll get me $14 back, and use 11 of that to get another one of these bulbs. Because even though these are bright, they do produce a green tint to the room and surroundings. And the bulb, the actual bulb here, has a purple tint on it to counteract that green tint. Another interesting experiment you can try is wearing welding goggles for like a week. And then after a week is over, take them off, and your vision of everything will be in purple. You'll no longer have color vision. That happened to me. I want to show you guys this for comparison. It doesn't really show up well on camera, but this is the 100-watt equivalent white daylight light, and this is the 100-watt equivalent Cree daylight light that has better colors. So you can see the size difference. They're right next to each other, and it feels like the EcoSmart has the same amount of stuff in it. It's just more compact, and the Cree is the same amount of stuff, just a bigger package. Because they both feel about the same weight. Actually, EcoSmart feels a little bit heavier, and I'm touching it by the bulb rather than by the base because I've had EcoSmart burning in the thing. I've had it turned on. There we go. So, I don't know if you can tell the difference, but EcoSmart has a slightly reddish tinge, and Cree has a slightly purplish tinge. Can't really see the difference on camera. You can see the reddish tinge of the EcoSmart on camera, but you can't really tell that the Cree is slightly purple tinted. But that's to make up for the green that it makes, because this one tints the whole room green, and because this one is slightly purpley tinted, it tints the whole room purple and compensates for the green tint that the LED light makes. So it makes for a much more balanced color combination. So what I think I'm going to do is I'm just going to return the daylight EcoSmart, the cheap bulbs, and exchange both of those for one of these, because this costs $7 for 2 bulbs and this costs $10 or $11 for 1 bulb, but this has better colors. So I would rather, I wonder how many times you're going to wonder that before you finally come to a conclusion. He's either on the phone with Josh or he's talking. So I'd rather have more expensive, better quality, more expensive, fewer things for 6 years than higher quantity, cheaper, less quality things for 6 years. They both last about the same amount of time, but if I'm going to have them for over half a decade or so, then I would rather have something that produces better light and color reflection than have something that produces the same amount of brightness but less color quality. Because all color is just how light reflects off of something into your eyes. So I'd rather have the better quality light to give better colors if I'm going to invest in something that's going to last half a decade. So I'm going to return the daylight cheap bulbs and get another one of the Cree daylight bulbs. And I'm thinking about keeping the yellow bulbs, just to have the option of a bright yellow atmosphere. I mean, I've got regular LED bulbs, but this looks a little bit weird. But anyways, I've got regular bright LED bulbs, but well, and by the way, you're just using the front-facing camera rather than the back-facing camera, so when you're looking at the grass, I haven't changed the camera position, you're just looking at me using the other camera. So I think I'll keep the yellow bulbs because they are brighter than normal, but I want to keep them in case I want that warm atmosphere, if ever. But I'm definitely going to be returning the cheap daylight ones and get one more of the high quality daylight ones. Yeah, I can see the purple and red tint real well, but the camera can't really do that. The humming sound you may hear in the background is the air filter that I picked up. It runs 24/7, so I don't turn it off for my videos. I'm thinking though I might turn it off for my videos, try it out to see how much better the audio quality comes out. The problem with parking so close to the entrance is that that's my car. That's where I came out of. You have to walk a football field.